We wanted to dedicate this show today to Phyllis Hinkle. Phyllis was a dear friend of my mother. She's been a great supporter of mine since the very, very beginning. And she became a good friend through, she's just been wonderful.
And sweet to me as well.
Yeah.
I mean, and she's been around a lot longer than I have.
Yep. And Phyllis went to her reward this last week. And we wanted to say that that those of you who knew her know that she was a wonderful friend. Boy, if she wasn't your friend, though, she'd let you know it. And
Sweet and kind and thoughtful.
We admire that very, very much. So this show is dedicated to the wonderful memory of a wonderful woman, Phyllis Hinkle. Here's to you, Phyllis. Here. Thank you for years of support. Say hi to Mom. Yay! It's that time again. Drinks with Dee Dee.
And John.
That's me. Here you are. Love you.
Love you.
Mean it.
I do.
Big old slurp. So
Here we are.
Here we are. We are.
Happy day, happy week. We've been having a grand time.
We've been having a grand time, but it's been the strangest weather.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So as we're recording this, it's Wednesday, and it's, I think, 30 degrees.
I didn't know.
Yesterday it was 22. The day before that, it was a little warmer because it was warm enough to snow. And that was Monday. But Sunday, it was 72 degrees, and we were playing golf. I think we posted something, right? It was windy.
Oh yeah,
it blew my hat off. It blew my hat off that day. But it was it's been crazy. So we were 72 degrees, and from 72 to
like 22.
19. I think the lowest it got in the last couple of days was 19. Mm-hmm. So as I keep saying, so much for global warming. Of course, my few remaining, very few, I guess, it's their choice, not mine. Democrat friends say that the natural occurrence, if you follow global warming all the way through, it obviously leads to colder weather.
Like the weather's changed forever and ever and ever. You never know what it's going to do. And, and John will tell you, I'm fascinated with weather. I love it. I love the change in seasons.
She watches the Weather Channel.
I do. I can't help it. I don't watch it for a long period of time, but I love
107.
But I love to watch for a few minutes to see what's going on in the world and how we're doing and where we are in comparison to everybody else. I don't know, but I think it's fun. And we live in a perfect place in Madison, Indiana that has all four seasons. But usually it's not such a roller coaster where it's like...
They're not all four seasons in the same week.
Right. But it does happen.
Yep.
And then there's been a lot of tornadic weather as well. It was so windy on the golf course. I mean, I had a little bit of a headache at the end.
I'm still sniffling, and I think it's just because so much stuff is blowing around.
Yeah.
I'm looking out our window here, and I think our beautiful tree out there got very confused because I took a picture. Here's a picture Monday or Sunday because it was so beautiful out. And the little brand new buds were happy and they're going, sun. And now they're going, what the heck had just happened? Anyway, I think the trees will survive. It's what they call, my brother Bob and everybody up in the Northeast.
And I think they had winter the entire time.
No, they had a fall spring. They had a fall spring also.
Oh, okay.
So they had a little warm, couple of days and then wham. It got cold again.
Yeah, but they're in an area like Chicago. It's like they have like 5 days of summer. It's like Scotland. Yeah. They have like 4 days of summer. I'm exaggerating, but you don't have a lot of warm weather in parts of the country.
Yeah.
In the world. So we get everything, though.
So our Mayor Bob up there has been shoveling snow and making sure that the streets are clear for everyone so that they can get around.
And Mayor Bob here as well.
Mayor Bob here as well. Yeah, we have.
Depending on the day.
Right.
Great mayors, both of them.
Hopefully you've noticed by now that I have the shirt we talked about last week on. I love this shirt. Of course, I love orange. And ow.
John has been working out. He has a new electrocution suit, and it looks very snazzy. It looks snazzier than the other one. Even the string in the back, like you can take it off and go back and forth like that.
It's like a wetsuit.
Yeah, it's cool looking. I think
Yeah.
you should take a picture. Maybe we'll show it next week. You look really good in it. John's done such
Me in my Spider-Man suit.
It's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Does
whatever a spider does.
Spins the web, but it's the bad Spider-Man. Remember in Spider-Man when they had the black Spider-Man? Not that it's black racist. It's just that's a color he is.
Alternative universe like red kryptonite Clark.
I think something like that. Yeah, but it was in the Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, and then there was the black Spider-Man. I don't know what they called him, like kind of Racer X. They tend to make him black, whatever. That's not our call, but it's yeah. But that's what he looks like.
It's like the black hats and the white hats in the westerns.
Yeah, exactly.
Very simple. Black hat, bad
I like
guy.
orange hats.
White hat.
Yeah, I've worn this
gray
before.
hat.
I love this hat. A gal, because I hate to say names unless I ask, but she made this hat. She crocheted it.
It has an O1 on it.
It has an O1 on it. And I love this hat. And when John went to wear orange today, I thought, well, I'll get into it.
Right. But you can't get that hat at the store. You can get this shirt at the store. Bring back Dukes. Right?
And it looks like an old movie theater, like a really drive-in.
This looks like something you'd see on Route 66. So I think Luke did a great job on this. Not that Luke, our Luke. Right? So bring back Dukes. I saw one of these the other day when we did the Autorama. Right?
World of Wheels.
World of Wheels Autorama show
fun.
in Cincinnati. And a gentleman came up and he was wearing this. Can't tell you how great it feels when I see one of these in the wild.
But we just put it out, too. It's a new shirt in the sky. I was like, oh, that's going to be John's favorite shirt today.
Yeah,
and it was.
He must have gotten it very, very quick.
And we got a little video of the World of Wheels of John signing. He had the huge long lines, and then we had the Transformer going on.
Oh, the big yellow Transformer. Yeah, that was something. It was a Camaro, so it was the yellow Transformer. It was great. It was not far from us, and I can't imagine how they make that work. Because when I've had cars that had convertible tops, and there's only a couple of solenoids in there, they have a tendency to quit. So this thing had all kinds of them.
It was amazing.
It was great. It was loud.
Gigantic. The kids loved, kids of all ages loved it. I loved it.
The kids loved it. Oh, I'm sore from the new suit.
Well, you look great. John's really filling out those t-shirts.
Ow. But this one, unlike the other one, this one actually has electrodes on your shoulders.
Yeah,
the other one, the other one had it up here and on your biceps, but this one has them here too. So that's the first time in a long time, other than at the gym at a hotel, that I've done focused shoulder work, and that feels really good. This one is called Vision Body, the Vision Body suit. And so far, so good. I only used it once, but it's a little. These things are a little difficult to get going. Once you figure them out, it's like, it becomes second nature. But it's at first, it's like, so if I press the plus button, I get more of a shock. Why would I do that? Okay, well, all right, that's why.
The thing, I really am still scared of all of them because there's electricity pulsing on my husband's body, and who knows what's going to happen with that. But at least he doesn't get in the shower before he can get in the shower, get the suit wet, and then turn on the electricity. I don't know. I just didn't think that sounded very safe.
Yeah, hearing it that way.
It's like you're going to do what?
But it was great. Yeah, that was so that the contact would be complete. They're called EMS suits. So check them out. Go on YouTube and see what they have there. But the one is Catalyst. Love the Catalyst suit. That is the one that you do have to get the electrodes wet. And then there's Vision Body, which is one that is you don't have to get them wet, and you wear like one suit. And you do feel kind of like superhero.
Yeah.
In it. So that
John looks like one in it. You look like one.
That was great. But I'm over here, like that. She's doing paperwork or something, and I'm trying
to just focus on something else. It makes me very nervous.
But this is one you can also put on, so it has like if you want to do cardio, if you jog, or I'm going to do it. I think today I'm going to do it on the stairs the Bowflex stairs that we have on the back porch, even though it's pretty cold. I think I'm going to do that because you can put it on a constant stimulation, and that's supposed to really enhance your cardio. So we'll see.
Well, and there are other things that are really cool in the store. Luke's doing a great job that John's got right here.
Oh yeah, new. This is new. Ta-da! This is a brand new.
Cool, huh?
There we go, brand new thing. Now this one is mine. Look, it is gold or brass in color,
A lighter,
silver
for candles.
And yeah, I use it to light candles. And on yours, if you get one, it'll be autographed on the back. It'll say John Schneider and it'll say Bo. I just did that to our first run, and they are numbered. They're the only ones that are going to be numbered. So it's 0, 1 through 100. So these are in the store now. If you just look up lighter, Zippo lighter, there you go. I used to be able to do this. I don't want to do it now because I might drop it. Yeah, I don't want to do it. I'll work on that. But there's a way you can flick it open. Yeah, not that way.
Are these in the store, honey, or is this just give?
I'm not sure.
I think it's okay to show everybody though. They're pretty cool. Here, honey.
Yeah, so these are cool. These are kind of challenge coins. They are challenge coins, but
I put them all
it's
in.
also
They're really nice.
It's also, you see there we go. There we go. So you see the flag on one side, but check this out. Look, you press that and it becomes a ball marker if you play golf, but the original flag is on the back. So
they're beautiful.
It's pretty great, and it's magnetic, so that piece stays in there. I like to use it as a ball marker, but this is, I'm not sure if these are going to be in the store or not. Check it out, see if Challenge Coin is in the store. But these are,
I don't know.
These were really hard to make and had to wait a long time for them. But I think the design is great. It started with Poker Run, and then it evolved into this for our 250th birthday. Anyway.
And again, we're 35 states. We've got 15 to go. I mean, it's still a challenge, like the challenge one.
I see what you did there.
But we are having such a good time. We're having such a great time checking out our country. Cool? My gosh.
Doesn't that look cool?
It does. It's nice.
So whether you're a smoker or a candle lighter or a collector of Zippos, you should consider getting one of these from the store. They are in there now. Do not worry. I did not put any lighter fluid in that one yet, so it's not in danger.
Right by the candle.
Putting it next to the candle, yeah. So there's no lighter fluid in there yet because I just got them. I opened the box that had them had the Zippos in it last night. I spent quite a bit of time before we went to dinner signing 100 Zippos.
He's quick.
And sending it back. Quick. Shoot, I wanted to go to wanted to send them back this morning, but we'll just have to go in a little while. Check the mail, send them back. And if you won last week, and I know somebody did, please get on there onto YouTube. If you've already done it, then fine. I'll check as soon as we get done with this podcast. But make sure if you win, and we'll tell you, we'll send you a note saying, "Hey, congratulations, you were the first. What's your name and address?" And then we'll get that out to you. Now
we love the police, as you know.
This is one we're doing everything to support our, we back the blue. We've always backed the blue. So this is a what do you call these? A beanie cap?
It's funny because John had one on for St. Patrick's Day yesterday, and the Canadians called it a torque. Someone says,
a toque.
Toque?
A toque?
Yeah, someone said, oh, nice toque. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm sure that means beanie or toboggan. And it did.
Oh, toboggan. Some of them call it, yeah. Anyway, whatever you call this.
Beanie, toboggan, hat, or...
You say beanie, I say toboggan.
Toque. But anyway, this hat, we're giving it away, and here's the question. In honor of the Irish in this country, and we had St. Paddy's Day this week, where's the biggest Irish population other than Ireland? And guess what? I'll give you this. It's in this country.
Oh.
It's in this country. Yeah. So the biggest Irish population. It's a little bit of a tricky question because you do per capita or concentration or numbers. But to me, I think it's very obvious when it's the most Irish city. I'm going to say city. Irish city.
Well, it's obvious
outside of Ireland.
Answer.
I do know the answer. I've always known the answer.
Sure.
It's easy.
You were born with that answer?
Pretty much. I'm Scott Irish.
Oh, okay. All right.
So anyway, yeah.
So that is the question.
This
This is
people may argue about it, but it is to me obvious. Most Irish city outside of Ireland, and it is here in the United States of America.
Right. Now, all of a sudden, we're giving my hats away.
That's not your hat.
Is it yours?
I think I'm the one who bought it.
Okay.
In New York.
All right. Well, it's one size fits all, obviously.
Yeah.
Gosh, my nose is running terrible today.
I just kind of had a soft spot for the police this week.
Always.
It's just, I don't know, like in New York, they had like a bombing or something close to the St. Patrick's Day parade. And it's just, and then of course we've got folks fighting over in Iran, and those are military, but military and police officers, they're there to protect us.
I'll be 1 second.
So we just are supportive and we thank you. And sell that hat and want to give it away. So, thank you, New York PD. Thank you, all police departments and all military for protecting us.
Yep. Thank you.
That.
And we are.
And our commander in chief. Thank you very much to President Trump.
Yep. And we are in the throes of getting a new Department of Homeland Security secretary. Right. So they're
right now
as we're doing this,
they're grilling the guy.
Rand Paul is just being
that's personal, clearly.
Being uncharacteristic. I mean, he's a tough guy, but he's being
he just doesn't like the guy.
Uncharacteristically vitriolic.
Yeah, like if you just don't like someone and you just they have a history, and it just so happens he's chairman of that committee, so the guy has to go through it. But he seems very impressive to me. So he, came from kind of a poor family and 7 kids. And his dad was a plumber, and then he started a big plumbing business, one of the biggest in Oklahoma. Then became a member of Congress and a U.S. Senator, and has 3 kids and 3 adopted kids, and married his high school sweetheart. So he sounds good to me.
Right.
He votes the right way.
He
votes the right way.
It was funny. He said he knew they were going to get married in 6th grade, but she waited until 8th grade. But he thinks secretly she really liked his truck. Because it was a cool truck. And of course, pardon me for doing this.
And of course, that resonated with you, right, honey?
No, I love my truck. My goodness, it is one of those days. So lots of stuff going on in the world. We've been traveling so much we haven't been keeping up completely. But it seems odd to me that our allies, our friends in the world, are kind of they're being hesitant or refusing to help because they know that the United States we won't back down from anything that we won't back down, and the whole world benefits from opening that body of water, making the transportation of oil possible and safe, and not under the control of some insane regime somewhere.
Well, I tell you the most disappointing
I don't get why people are not.
UK, really? The UK? Crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Keir Starmer, I think is his name, and he's just
when everyone benefits from your action. I don't understand the personality, but sadly, there's a bunch of people, a bunch of world leaders that are saying, well, yeah, we'll benefit from it, but, we'll just let you fight that.
You go on your own.
You go and,
it's one thing to stay out of it.
You risk life and limb.
It's one thing to stay out of it, but it's another to vote to block. That's a different thing altogether. I mean, don't worry, because USA will get it done. So you want to be on the losing side of things? Great. Enjoy your history, because you're on the wrong side of history. We are on the right side.
Yeah, but how? I don't understand how people can know that they're going to benefit from some action someone else is taking and not want to help. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand it all. And it's not just because we just watched all 4 John Wick movies in a row. Where there's honor
for that, so we're all about Keanu Reeves this week. For some reason, we just started there.
I think we're going to watch. We're going to go watch Speed. too, and I don't think you remember that one
I
very
don't.
well. It's
I barely remember the last one because I went to sleep early. I'm early.
oh, the last John Wick.
I'm
Yeah.
early to bed, early to rise, so I'm always up way early, and I go to bed early. So John
How you
usually
can fall
ends up.
asleep with all those guns ablazing? I have no
I
idea.
doesn't matter. The train could be going through the room.
Oh,
No
nothing.
problem.
She's just out. But I suspect that stuff is going to, we're going to get this cleared up in the next couple of weeks. But we could certainly get it cleared up a lot quicker with some support from the rest of the world who benefits from these actions. So right now, it seems to me like people are saying, oh, well, if we don't participate in this, then gas prices will go up, which they have. Of course they have, because they've cut from, I don't know if it's from 1,000 barrels a day to like 10. I don't know what the numbers are, but the the supply has been choked considerably, but that is to be expected. I hope that the world not participating in this action that will actually help the world is not just political in nature. I hope they're not doing that so that President Trump and his cabinet will look as if they have done a terrible thing and caused the price of fuel to go up. Now, you can't leave the most important commodity that we have, the most important natural resource that we have globally in the hands of bad people
No, you
if
can't
you
leave
can help it.
nukes. You can't let the bad guys have the nukes. That's bottom line
Oh my
what this
God.
is. Because then not only the country, but the world just blows up. So there's no choice. This is to protect not only Americans, but the whole world. So you're welcome, UK, and you're welcome, Spain, those of you who are not helpful. And I'm sure at the end you'll go, oh, I just wish I was with you the whole time.
Oh yeah,
My
I had
moral
your
support.
back. Well, I
Yeah,
had your back the
pretty
whole
sure
time.
Donald Trump will remember those who are
Yeah.
with him and those who are not. And speaking of which, Venezuela doing great. Venezuela just won like the baseball championship. I mean, against the U.S. and the U.S. didn't even seem to mind. They were like, I mean, it was like because we want Venezuela to do well and what's progressing there.
Yeah, we don't want them to beat our baseball team.
But yeah, obviously we want to win. But if we're going to lose,
That's
lose
okay.
to Venezuela. And they were so happy about Donald Trump knocking down the bad guy, the regime that was not legitimate. And now
Right.
Cuba just had a bad week because their power was down, 2 or 3 days?
Oh.
And Marco Rubio saying, hey, we're here to help because he's Cuban American. And I am positive Cuba's going to end up being Club Med. 90 miles off the coast of
It
America.
used to be. It
Cuba's
used to be.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Cuba's beautiful.
I've been there. You've been to Havana, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
It's going to happen. I'd be shocked if it didn't. I mean, of all things to happen. In fact, I thought it'd be Cuba before Venezuela, but it made sense to do it the other way around.
yeah. Well, my grandfather used to. I think it was my grandfather would talk about Cuba, but when I was a kid, the I Love Lucy was on, and Ricky was from Cuba, and we had great relations. At least we were able to go, and it's a beautiful, beautiful
Well,
place.
especially Florida. I mean, the Cuban Americans.
It's only what,
Florida.
90 miles? 90 miles
Well, yeah, off of the coast of Key
from
West.
Miami? Oh, Key West.
Key West.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
So
not far.
it's a beautiful place, and it's been it's been
So
suppressed.
thoroughly managed. My God.
Been suppressed for a
People
long, long time.
starving. They have nothing.
Right.
Ridiculous.
And yeah, right now, or gosh, it's been 6, 7 years since I've been, but then it was one of those places that from 40 steps back, it's amazing and beautiful. But the closer you get, you realize, oh, wait a minute, these buildings they had been flooded and they didn't have the money. I don't remember what hurricane it was, probably several, because they've got that beautiful roadway and a little seawall there, and the waves hit the seawall. It's gorgeous, but when the waves come over the seawall, it's not so good. And a lot of the hotels and beautiful places in that area that look kind of like West Palm, it's beautiful, but when you get closer, you realize, oh, these buildings were flooded in the hurricane, and so people are living in them from the fourth floor up.
Mm-hmm.
But once we get involved, they'll fix them up. They'll fix that seawall up too, and that'll be a place where people can go and see how beautiful that country is, and why it's worth doing whatever we
Saving.
can to help it, because it's gorgeous and it's right there, and it would open up, of course, new tourism for us. It'd be a great place for people to go again, like they used to. And I don't know why all of a sudden I could go, but I don't think you can anymore. I don't think you would
Did you
want
go
to.
through Canada? I mean,
No,
I was able to. It's basically,
no, I flew right from New Orleans.
huh? Well, it's basically a humanitarian effort because they have no food in the grocery stores. They have no infrastructure. So this was trying to like deal with these people, but you can't deal with the terrorists. You can't negotiate with the terrorists.
No,
So guess what? Fidel Castro back in the day confiscated everybody's land. So these poor Cubans went to the United States with nothing in their pocket. I mean, land and houses and money, and Castro just took it.
yeah.
Can you imagine that? So that I'm sure
Yeah.
Cuba loves Marco Rubio, and good for him. He's already a rock star, but I bet in Cuba they're going to have statues everywhere. Marco Rubio, and
Marco
he
Rubio
deserves it.
statues, yeah.
He's doing a great job, and everybody always laughs about he has like 18 jobs, maybe more. But that's another one to save Cuba.
Yep. Now these people that left Cuba, I remember there were all kinds of news. It's been quite some time, but there were people who were actually seeking asylum because Cuba was they were
Still is
under the
terrible.
thumb. So it was when people were leaving Cuba and coming here. I do believe that when they got on our soil, we helped process them properly because they were actually refugees seeking asylum. These were not people coming through all kinds of different
Yeah, we all knew they were
walking
coming.
through 15 different countries just so they can come to the United States. This was the nearest soil to Cuba that they could come to, and that's what they did. And our administrations then have never. I'm saying this because there are people that will say all of the 16 million people that Biden let in were all seeking asylum. Oh, come on. No, no, no. No, they weren't. They were just wanting to come here because they could all of a sudden. It's like everybody got a golden ticket, Willy Wonka, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so anyway, they're getting a lot of that straightened out. I think
Well, Marco
when
Rubio
our
knows
new
exactly
guy,
what to do. I mean, it didn't get
yeah,
any better because he's Cuban American. He gets it. He knows people that had their land confiscated. I mean, those folks are older, but even the young people, they hear about it, and it's instilled in them. And in Miami, they get it. And in a lot of Florida and throughout the country, Cubans have moved all over the country, but in southern Florida, I am sure of that they're like Marco, Marco, and also back in Cuba. And since we visited there, and these poor people, they don't have anything. It's really great. I think it's going to go really well for them, and it's just so wonderful what President Trump and Marco Rubio and JD Vance and what they're all doing. I
yep.
mean, it's a wonderful administration, and we are very, very blessed.
Oh, and the press secretary, I heard that
Oh,
was
Caroline Lovett,
my gosh. I just happened to turn
so
Newsmax
smart,
on
so
this
pretty.
morning, and she was outside somewhere, and
Tough.
she said, "Oh, so I'll take some questions." Remember, please, please, please remember what it was like when Biden was president
Please, do I have to remember?
with regard to him or Kamala Harris or Jen Psaki or that other gal ever fielding any
Oh,
questions.
terrible.
It was always in a controlled environment. And this is no lie. Whenever they had an impromptu press conference with Biden or with Harris when she was running for president, the questions were pre-screened and allowed. They were only allowed to ask the questions that got the box checked.
And they still messed it up.
And they still messed up the answer. So we have such a transparent administration right now. They track her down and they ask her tough questions. And if it's something that she doesn't know or something that's outside of her purview, she will say so. She'll say, "I'm not about to answer that question. That's a question for President Trump, and he hasn't spoken to me about that, so I'm not going to make anything up. You talk to him." And they will. They'll get to talk to him, and he'll take questions from from everybody, from the real and fake news. And it's amazing to me. Oh, I thought you were shaking up the Perrier water.
No, that'd be bad.
No, that would be bad.
I remember mixing a drink on The Talk. You may remember that show. It's still on. Not The View, The Talk. And it was Les Moonves' wife, who is the host of Big Brother. And I feel bad, I can't remember her name, but great lady. And and it was champagne. It was a champagne cocktail. And I started like she said, "You're not going to shake the champagne in the shaker." I'm like, "No, I'm going to add that on top." So I shook it up and put it in this beautiful cute glass and then put the champagne on top. So I am very aware of not shaking up sparkling water or champagne.
Excellent. Good for you.
I mean, you want to do it in a sports event, I guess, and whenever they do that.
Only with cheap champagne.
Like when IU won. And by the way, I'm bringing this up, something John doesn't even know.
Oh, Duke.
Oh,
Still
there's
in
that.
The mix? Okay.
Yeah, okay, there's that. Okay, we'll start there. I love basketball. John is starting to love basketball. And the number one seed in the Final Four in the March Madness is
Duke. How about that?
So that's
How about
good.
that? Are they orange?
No, baby, they're Blue Devils. They're blue, like Royal.
Maybe they should just be the orange.
Like the Raptor.
Orange
They're the color of
Devils.
the Raptor.
Royal, like Royal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
That's
Tennessee Volunteers are orange.
They're orange,
That's
yeah.
why you see a lot of orange down there. But, right now,
Longhorns, Texas Longhorns are
I
orange
believe
as well.
University of Kentucky's still in it, so I root for them, and I root for Purdue. A lot of people, Indiana teams and Kentucky teams, they don't like each other, rivalries, but I like both. Because I was born in Kentucky, spent much time in Indiana being raised, so I like both teams.
Being raised.
But
you was hatched in Kentucky.
I was hatched in Kentucky. 13 miles north of Hazard.
Right.
Yeah, so again, those of you who don't know the story, when John was trying to tell me, well, there's a difference between Hazard County didn't really exist, but there is a Hazard. I'm like, I know all about it from birth. So yeah.
But not about the show.
Not about the show, not so much about the show, but I know it now. It's a wonderful show.
People always ask, have you ever actually been to Hazard? Well, yes, of course.
Hazard, Kentucky.
When we were at the show in Cincinnati this weekend, he said, well, do you have any ties with that? I said, see that guy there? See Greg over there? Greg, he lives in Hazard. He lives in Hazard.
The guy who helped book our stuff.
Shows.
He lives in Hazard. Yeah. I was born north of Hazard in the same clinic that the Senator Smith, that represents Hazard, was born in. And he'll end up being, I think,
and the judge.
And the judge. Well, the judge is not the judge at Hazard, but yeah, that judge.
The judge, we met a judge who was also born, what's it called? Home place.
Yeah, well, it was.
It's not there anymore.
The flooding and whatever. But anyway, so the state senator, who will be the member of Congress has been there now. He may be the top ranking. I think he's been there longer than anybody.
I think that's great.
In Congress.
Great guy.
I am positive Brandon Smith will be member of Congress. He won't say that, but I can. John can, and we support him. We love him. So.
Yep. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. For real. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's funny. Well, speaking of golden tickets, John mentioned that earlier.
Oh, that's right, Willy Wonka.
We have a super busy schedule, not just because we're actually working, and then with concerts and such, and all kinds of things on deck. Well, we will eventually get to all of it, but we also have the 50-state tour to get done by July 4th. And I keep telling John that's the hard deadline thing. We've got other things we're going to do for sure. But these next 2 weekends are super duper busy. This Friday, John.
Brunswick, Georgia.
Yep.
And Saturday, Calhoun, Georgia.
No, Tipton.
Oops.
See, there are so many. It's confusing because Georgia is huge for John. People love John in Georgia.
Well, we started Duke's. Do
you know that song?
Polly Wolly Doodle all the day.
No, the devil went down to Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're the devil.
You're doing the solo.
I just like the song. That's one of the hardest instruments.
With the air?
The fiddle?
The air fiddle.
Well, the air
Devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal.
Way
behind. He was looking to make a deal. And he come up on this young boy sitting on some kind of a stump and playing it hot. Anyway.
And then the next weekend, it's hard for me to even remember.
Then it's Calhoun, Georgia.
That's right. But Friday is Lancaster, Kentucky. Then at the Gem Theater in Calhoun, Georgia. All these beautiful theaters. And then Minor Hill, Tennessee, the next couple of days because they begged John to come, and then we booked another time. So John in the next 2 weeks has, count them, 6 concerts. All right,
Right.
that's 7.
That's 7 you're holding up.
Yeah.
That's 6. And if you
He's-
add another, it would be 8. If you take one away, it would be 5. I know these things.
6.
Count them. 6 concerts. And these are are they all the screen, or is there?
No.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought that
So
up.
it's a mixture of me and the screen,
That's
which is
this
a little
weekend.
more intimate, and
Next
then
weekend
me and the
is
band,
okay.
the stars and bars.
Next weekend is a band Friday and Saturday, but then on Sunday and Monday it's just John again. They're all good shows. They're all great. You know, they're just different. You know, but every show is wonderful. So that's exciting.
I think it's very exciting.
And then they're fighting over John.
And we're what?
Well, they're fighting over you 2 weeks later because I won't say where. There's a World of Wheels. They really want you to go, but then there's like the big trucks, big cars, big rod run, and Pigeon Forge. So we're going to do that.
Yeah, that's going
But
to be
the World of
fun.
Wheels, they're trying to steal you away because you do so great with that. But there's
Well, the big rod run in Pigeon Forge is going. I haven't been to anything in Pigeon Forge in a long time. Last time I was there was for the Deputy Sheriff's Association.
let me make sure.
Yeah. We're up on a hotel in a ballroom at a hotel up way on top of the mountain. So it was great. And I brought the motorhome up there, and that was a challenge because it was one of those little bitty roads. But, when I got there, I saw that a semi, that's how they deliver their goods to the restaurant up there. They got up there. So if they did, then I figured I could.
April 16th, 17th, and 18th, but I think we're just doing the 2 days. And it's the Pigeon Forge Rod Run. There's a
Pigeon Forge Rod Run.
Rod Run.
You want to know what's going on?
Hot
Get
rods
a hold of my app. Very simple. We had a great meeting yesterday working on that, making it better and better every day.
Check Facebook every day too.
Right. And go to the App Store, get the John Schneider app, put it on your phone, and when something new comes up, boop, a little alert will show up on your app, and it's fantastic. Or just check it, because you can go to the movies, you can go to the music, you can go to the concert schedule. It's all there. You can go to the store. You can say, hey, I want one of those lighters, or I want one of those shirts, and
There's
quick
that
as
as a
you know.
point of reference, but you get more details on Facebook, and we like having everything in one place. So check it every day. Make
Yep.
sure and check. And what are you drinking? Because we are all, that's another thing in all this activity and being so busy. John and I are kind of experimenting and hooked and liking these supplements. So I just took a drink of John's drink instead. I don't know what's in it. And he said, I want to experiment with because I like the droppers. What is it, honey?
There's all this is soda water.
Tito's and
Maison Perrier France.
Perrier. Orange flavor. I like plain butter.
But rather than we have like 6 different supplements that we put under your tongue.
The dropper.
Sublingual, is that what, like a dropper? You put it in there. And I read, and it says you don't have to do that. But I thought, well, what if I put that in my Perrier? So I put all 6 of those different things in here.
It doesn't taste bad, but it doesn't
B12,
taste good either.
sassafras. I think it tastes great.
Mine tastes way better.
Sassafras root.
We have sassafras root?
I think that's what the green one is. I think that's what the green
that got the
dandelion,
sop or something.
nuts, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff in here, and
So we just kind of thought with our busy schedule,
I think it tastes great.
that maybe like the supplements, and I love that stuff. John will tell you. Like yesterday, we went to the Dutch store, which we love because it's Amish folks, and the food is great, and it's fresh bread, which is dangerous, but they just do a wonderful job.
Fresh bread, fresh popcorn, but
we love that store.
Popping corn. Got popping corn. Yep.
But they have like these little. I love little supplements. I love little bottles. I love little like. I don't know why, but when they're miniature like that, I just want to grab them all up. So John's like, those are oils.
They're supposed to last a lifetime.
One. Yeah. So it was a whole box. They said you don't need the whole box because the oils you put on, and aromatic or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess you're right. It's not like those immune little shots or whatever. It's like they last a long
Oh, those are
time.
great too. Those
Yeah,
are
so
great
we
too.
get those. I love all that stuff. So if it's in a miniature and you can just do the shot, I love that.
So we travel so much. It's nice to get your health when you can. We're trying to be diligent in taking our oregano and all of our supplements and all of our stuff.
And when they pop up online, I'm like, a lot of times John's like, what is this?
Oh gosh. Well, some of them
What is this?
some
He's
of
like,
them
well,
you can't cancel it. We get so much oregano.
I think that's good though.
Well, it's all
think
good
it's
for us,
working.
but and then we've got those gruins or grunes,
Oh boy, we've got so many of those.
whatever they are. They're little vitamin gummies.
But not gummies that make you feel weird. They're just gummies.
No, they're
that just
vitamins.
have- yeah, vitamins.
They're like Fido Bears from way back when. So you take these gummies, and you would think that if we just got in the habit of taking one packet in the morning and one packet at night, that we wouldn't be surrounded by unopened bags of these things. But we are.
But you know
They're
when
everywhere.
Golf. Because a lot of times we'll get on the golf course and we get kind of hungry, and those greens are good for golf.
Yep, grunes are good for golf.
I've got them on my golf bag.
That's
but
a little alliteration right there.
Yeah, we should keep them in a car and keep them in a golf bag. That's where they are now.
Well, right now it'd be fine, but if you keep them in the car and it's warm outside, gets hot in the car, then you don't have a bunch of them. You have one. That's right.
Yeah,
The
and we
gummy
open it
turns
up, and
into
then you've got one.
And you just kind of nibble on it. You can nibble on it, but those things are good. So working out is great. We were going to join a local gym, but it's just not really.
I still kind of want to, but I
not
think
really
you're
in the
right.
cards.
We'll never go. I mean,
No.
we just travel so much. It's tough. However, this gym, let's just say at Planet Fitness, they're all over the place. They're all over the country. So I kind of think it might be a good idea to try.
Yeah. It's really.
Do you all like Planet Fitness?
Well, Planet Fitness is great unless you're on a bench press and somebody says, "Hey," you're like,
well, that's true.
What?
Oh, but don't, honey, John is so popular. He just everywhere we go, they love John. Bo Duke, Jonathan Kemp.
Maybe it's because I wear this
John
shirt.
Schneider. That happened when we went to World of Wheels, and he had the O1 shirt, especially for getting.
Oh, I was going to wear one of those, but they're gone.
They're
We're
gone.
going to bring some to. I think we've got like 10 left for the concerts.
Well, they'll be gone this weekend.
They'll be gone. They'll be gone.
So it's tough to stay on top of the merch with all these concerts, and again we love promoting Main Street USA and the historic theaters because we don't want them to go away. When they're gone, they're gone.
Right.
They'll make it into a Lowe's or a Target or whatever, or a mini version of, or who knows,
a Dollar and Gabbana.
Yeah,
Where you can get some Band-Aids and some Neosporin. By the way, that's all healed up, and I've got. It's funny. For a while, my when I log into my laptop, he
couldn't log in.
It wants my fingerprint, and for a while, my computer said, "Who the hell are you?"
John sliced off.
Would not let me in.
Enough where he could.
They know about all that, but it all healed. It's all fine now.
But people still bring it up about how bad it was because it was bloody and it was horrible. And I did that because I wanted to document the fact that your fingers are going to fall off if you don't go to the hospital. And we did finally. We went the next day. Don't do that. If you hurt your fingers, go then. Because the skin may not heal. But John got lucky. It's true. And almost everybody was with me. A few of you guys were like, oh no, he doesn't need any help. I'm like, okay, fingerless. Okay, Mr. Don't play the guitar. You don't know.
Yeah, it was Trug Boy.
And they did freak out when we went up there. They're like, and then he said, yeah, I just nodded off. And they're like,
well, remember, I did that.
Bad.
I did that on like a Monday.
Nodded off.
Went to the hospital, as you call it.
Hospital.
Went to the hospital on Wednesday, I think. I don't think I went on Tuesday. And I had a show in New York City on Friday.
And the doctor's like, yeah, don't do that. And he's like, I'm going, and I have to do it.
Well, I don't recommend you playing the guitar for the next month. Well, guess what? That's not an option. I've got a show on Friday.
So John kept kind of hurting it again. He wouldn't let it heal, but finally
I couldn't. I was working.
I know, but finally it did.
Yeah, it did. It's fine. And my computer recognizes me again. But
and everybody recognizes John now that he's shaved.
Yeah.
You look good, honey.
Thank you.
You look great.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm going to look like for Earls of Perry. I think I still want the beard. I like the whole beard and everything for Earls
I
of
don't
Perry.
know.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So what else is going on in the world today?
Well, our world is fantastic, like we're talking about. And again, for the states that are left, please give your suggestions. We have one state left in the East. That's it, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
We wanted to give it plenty of time. We're going to go to an event in Washington, D.C., and we had a ball in Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
We just went.
It was great.
So we'll do that, but I'm going to see if I can rattle off the states. I think I can.
Oh, that we haven't gone to yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wish
I
me
think I
luck.
could too.
Oh, really? You want to try?
Well, I'll do.
Because he'll wander around and I'll be.
No, I won't. I'm going to start with Alaska, and then I'm going to go to Wyoming, then I'm going to go to Montana, then I'm going to go to North Dakota and South Dakota, then I'm going to go to Colorado, then I'm
Good
going to
job.
go to Nebraska,
Good job.
then I'm going to go to Wisconsin, then I'm going to go to,
Minneapolis,
okay,
Iowa.
Minneapolis. We haven't been to Iowa yet? Iowa, okay. Iowa. And then I'm going to go to Mississippi. We haven't been to Mississippi
That's right.
yet.
We've got something scheduled
We've
already.
done Oklahoma. We've not done Alabama.
That's right. We've got something scheduled there too.
And have we done Florida?
Yes.
Okay, we did do Florida. Oh, got to take that one back. What do I need? 3 more? Massachusetts.
2 more. Arkansas and Louisiana. That's it. Good job.
She said, I got
You did great.
13 of them.
My goodness.
You only got 2.
No. Mm-hmm. Believe me, they are burned into my head.
But gonna be great. She loves putting the little stickers on the map.
Stickers on the map. It's should I go get it? I'm gonna go get it.
Go get it. Go get the map. You can walk in front.
Love this.
You have to climb over the chair.
I'm good. The map's up
So, it's right there.
right. I love the map.
Those are big states we haven't been to.
I know.
Yeah, those are.
The Plain States. Look, the Plain States. There's a lot going on up there. A lot going on. So there's a lot of space here. So
they shovel because you're supposed to put this on the side of them.
Oh, and then there's Alaska. So yeah, that's a big one.
Don't know why they put it down there.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
I mean, so it's almost April. So April, May, June. We've got 3 months to get this done. We'll get it done.
Are we going to put this on the side of the motorhome when we get it done?
Sure.
Okay.
But it's still ambitious, but we'll get there. It's exciting.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
It's really the ones that we're really trying to work on are those Plain States up here, this big old chunk in Alaska.
Yeah, but once we do that, we're gonna make a
so we
big
say
circle. We hope.
I don't know, honey. I mean, because we've got stuff to do in between, so we'll see. We'll try, but we will get it done for sure.
Yeah.
The goal will be met. And our country is so beautiful. John and I are amazed. We talk about it all the time between us. We just say, gosh, our country is so amazing. Remember when?
So beautiful.
Oh, and we have an apology to Lewis, Delaware.
Oh, yeah.
We were calling it Lewes.
Thought it was lose.
Lewes. We mentioned it before, and we called it Lewes.
Even in the documentary, I call it lose.
Lewis.
So I have to. I'm glad you mentioned it. I have to shoot a disclaimer. Oops, we didn't know, but it looks like lose.
You are so smart. You give us so many suggestions, and you will correct us when we.
That was more than a suggestion.
Well, they correct us, but we needed to be. We didn't know.
Right.
But what a cool little town.
The first town in the first state.
0101.
0101 with 01.
And it's really cool. And I look forward to these other states. They're all just so special in their own way.
Oh, yeah. I haven't been to Wisconsin in a long time. My gosh, I think the last time I was in Wisconsin, I went to see Tom Wopat at the Barn Theater doing Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and that's probably 30 years ago.
It's funny you mention that because a place popped up this morning that I thought would be interesting. It's like the Dells of Wisconsin or something.
The Barn Theater?
It's the Crystal Grand, I think. And they were, I guess it was rumored they were closing. They said, we are not closing. Yeah, the Crystal Grand Music Theater. Oh, cool. And let's see, where it is. The Dells or something. Wisconsin Dells, wherever that is. But
Cool.
it looks beautiful. So I think I'll have Greg give them a call and see if
Great.
that works.
And then we've got some friends. You haven't met them yet, but I have friends in Montana that are farmers. And when we get there,
Meet me in Montana. So Marie Osmond sang that with someone else. She should sing it with John.
she
'Cause
did
they
sing
did
it with
the
me, but
Johnny and Marie, they're a fabulous pair. You and Marie Osmond
she sang that.
Children's Miracle Network.
That's true. She sang that with Dan Seals from England, Dan and John Ford Coley. So great guy. I love that song. I did sing that song with her when I filled in.
Nice. I would love to
I
hear
filled
that.
in for Donnie, and I did the Vegas show and the Atlantic City show.
Johnny and Marie, they're a fabulous pair because Johnny pulled his B-U-T-T.
His glutamus maximus,
The
his
rear.
butt muscle. He jumped off a piano or something, because he's amazing. He won Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, well, you came in second, but you should have won.
No, I did not come in second.
All right, he came in second with the donut.
That was the Masked Singer. I did not come in anywhere near second.
He did Masked Singer too, didn't he? I think he did Masked Singer.
Did Donnie? Probably. Probably did. It sounds
But
about
how do you not know who he is? His voice is like, I don't know, nobody else sounds like him. He still sounds like that 12-year-old. I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying I think he does. May tomorrow be a perfect day. See, John made fun of them because they were siblings and they were singing like they were a couple. You all know it's true. I didn't think anything about it when I was a kid.
I made fun of that on stage because
I didn't.
Marie said I played the creepy judge on the Haves and Have-Nots, and I said, "You're calling me creepy?" And she said, "Yeah, on the Haves and Have-Nots." And I said, "Look, as far as and this just came to me one night on stage. I said,
it's true.
As far as I know, I've never sung a love song with a sibling." And she was like, "Okay,
good point." Or bad point.
Point taken. Point taken. Anyway, yeah.
We're
on a 40. What? How many years has it been since 1983?
A few.
Okay. Anyway, we started Children's Miracle Network in 1983. Still going strong. Excited about that. Meet kids all the time that are now adults who are here because of the efforts of doctors and nurses and wonderful people at Children's Hospital that Children's Miracle Network Hospitals has actually helped to fund. So that makes me very happy that that's been around all that time. We've raised over $9 billion. Hello. To help the kiddos in the United States and Canada. That's right. So what else is happening? We're traveling a lot, obviously. I think we're going to take the motorhome again on this trip. Maybe. The poor motorhome has been sitting here through 72 and 17-degree weather. The motorhome never knows what to do.
We just have so much to do. We have to do it quickly. And a motorhome is more of a leisure thing.
Well, I drive the motorhome just as fast, and then we don't have to go to a hotel.
And it's never just as fast.
You bring your hotel with you when you travel in a motorhome.
It's just we've got a lot to do in a kind of a short period of time now. Just saying.
I go almost as fast in the motorhome, but we're hoping that our new secretary of what happens in this process if they have to, but they vote,
declare it and then Congress votes.
But is it like Speaker of the House where they do it over and over and over?
No, that was just Kevin McCarthy, my friend. That's when that happened. But yeah, I mean, if that has to happen, but I don't think it will with this guy. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, but what is that process exactly? I mean, they vote until they get the answer that they want?
They vote him out in the committee or not, but it's fully expected that he'll get out of committee, and then they'll vote. And we have the majority. The Republicans have the majority, so it should be fine. And we will have Fetterman with us. We may not, but I'm not, it'll get canceled out.
But we won't have Rand Paul.
Right. We'll get canceled out by Rand Paul, which is terrible. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that's government. Government is messy, but democracy and the republic, it's the best system in the world. And that's why everybody tries to move here.
Right.
That's why everybody gets on a raft.
Right.
And does whatever they can to get to our country because it's the best country in the world.
To get here. Yep. So they're talking about what's the big argument? Why do the Democrats have the Homeland Security basically crippled right now? Because they want to.
They don't want the illegals.
Right. Well, they want to curtail the authority of ICE and of the Department of
Right.
Homeland Security
They don't want the illegals to
before
be
they
thrown
will
out.
before they'll
There's a
okay
vote.
the new guy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of extortion. Yeah, it's kind of, they're but in the meantime, people are getting killed. It's terrible. I don't understand how, in the interest of Homeland Security, you can do things to weaken Homeland Security, and that's what the Democrats appear to be doing right now, and somehow blaming it on the Republicans. But it's the Democrats that have the deciding. So I just don't understand how they can continue to talk out of both sides of their face. Like Gavin Newsom. Who did they just lose again? They just lost somebody from California. Spielberg, I think, has left California. You said Zuckerberg.
It was, I don't remember his
Zuckerberg is
name.
leaving.
I think he's already in Florida.
Yeah.
It was I don't remember his name. It was the president of Uber. I think he's already
Oh,
gone.
right. So
But this what they keep referring to the billionaire tax, and also your friend and my friend, but mostly your friend.
John Schneider.
Yeah, dealing with that.
John Schneider. So they're dealing with that up in Washington State. Is that
Another liberal?
Their
state.
governor wants to or has. I'm not sure if he has done
I
it
think
yet.
for this year. I think it's done.
But he's adding a millionaire tax
Billionaire.
of no, he's calling it a millionaire tax because there are not that many billionaires, but it's a millionaire tax to any household that makes over $1 million a year, which is a lot of money. But you've got football players there, but all of them make more than $1 million a year, and they're adding it's either 9 or 11% tax onto them.
It's a lot of money
to cover everybody else.
Illegal aliens. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, it's sanctuary city, sanctuary.
Yeah.
So
the billionaires.
So they're leaving. They're free agents, and they're saying, "Look, we love you, John Schneider. We love the Seahawks. We love being here. We love that we won the Super Bowl. But we're not gonna give away 9 or 11. Forgive me, I'm not sure what it is. We're not going to give away 9%." It was the same thing in California. When they came to play the Super Bowl in California, Gavin Newsom taxed them or fined them, or not fined, made them pay.
Well, they got paid for that game, right?
It was more. They actually wound up, based on a percentage of their salary, they had to pay a California tax. So they had to pay to play the Super Bowl. And it's insane. And how people like Gavin Newsom can say this is a good idea. Why is that? Because there are a lot of other people who don't make $1 million. Yeah, but guess what? The people who do are leaving, and they're leaving in droves. California tries to grab a hold of your money even when you leave it, but that's a battle you're just going to have. So they're doing it in Washington. They're doing it in California. They're doing it. I'm sure they're going to do it in New York. A lot of people are leaving New York. And now what is Mom Domney now is what's the latest ridiculous thing he's been doing?
Well, he walked in the St. Patrick's Day parade. Thank you very much, but no. And
talked about Palestine.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Yeah. So
that guy's horrible.
They use every available opportunity, and even if it's not an available opportunity, they use it to further their own agenda.
Well, he still has to pay for that high-speed rail. That's
3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. So prices are going up in New York. People are freezing to death in New York. Thank you. Thank you, socialism. We appreciate it. Thank you, communism. We love our New York PD. So I'm sure somebody's already answered the question. We only have 2 minutes left, not even 2 minutes. And
we love our country.
Yeah, we love our country.
We love all of you. We're so happy you tuned in and you give your opinions about really everything. We appreciate your suggestions and the Lewis correction.
Yes. So go to the store. We'll put a link in. Go to the store. You can get, there's only 100. You can get a lighter.
What's the store? What's the app?
JohnSchneider.shop, or just go to the app store and get my app. It's free. We have this shirt. We have another one we're working on that actually has my picture on a television from the opening credits
it's
of
so
Dukes,
cute.
and it's Bring Back Dukes, Bring Back the
And I
Dukes
think
again.
the nightgown will
So-
work. A lot of ladies, they still wearing the old nightgown of I Love Bo.
Or Bo Delicious. So
I don't
crazy.
mind. It's okay.
Anyway, hey
I was
everybody,
there before I was. I get
it's been perfect timing. This
Yeah.
has been a great time. I've enjoyed talking. We didn't blast a whole lot of people. We hope we have a new Department of Homeland Security. Call it secretary. Is that what you call him? Hope we have that by the end of this week. And stay safe, stay free, enjoy yourselves out there in the greatest country the world has ever known. This has been Healthy Drinks with Dee Dee
and John.
That's me. Love you.
Love you.
Mean it.
See you next week.
Bye. Mm.